with this, and I hope that you also found the time to draw out the different arrows. Okay, maybe write a little something of what I said for that as well. Okay, just basically. So now we're going to talk about something that looks like this. And you'll see how this and the next thing that we're going to move on to, right angles and your shapes, are going to be interlinked. Because we're dealing with lines today. So, on this one, I hope that you're looking up here. So, we have a dot here. I want you to draw this one in. Okay, I want you to draw it in your notes. Okay, so draw in a line with, over to the left we have a dot over there, and then over to the right part of the line we have the arrow, and because it's to the right part of the line, and remember the line goes into the mouth of the arrow, it would look like this. Okay, so it should be pretty simple. Okay, so draw that out please. Okay, and we're going to take a look at this. So who can tell me because we're going to begin reading from left to right. So with that knowledge down, with that drawn out, who can tell me what this is? Alex. Okay, the beginning of a line. So I want you all right now writing down beginning of line, or beginning of a line. And how could you tell that? Exactly. So, yes, wonderful. So remember, the dots symbolize ending, starting. Okay, which if say if we're reading from, let's just read from left to right here. So obviously this would be the starting point, and because it starts and then the line goes on, and because the arrow does not represent a stopping point, the line is just going to be going on. And what direction it's going to be going on? By looking like this and then having the line through it. Right. Wonderful. It's going east. It's going east. So it starts here, okay, and then, this is the starting point, we're going to say, and then this is the beginning of the line. And so then the line goes, and then by this arrow, that's not a stopping point, it's just going to keep going and going and going to the definite stopping point. But remember that the line can't go right to left because the arrow, isn't looking that, it doesn't point that direction. So that was really, really good. So I want you to draw that out, okay, and then write, and then kind of label, maybe, just maybe label beginning of the line, as you said. On here, on the little dot, put starting point, then obviously line, you don't need to label that. Arrow, moving right, it's going to keep going and going. So I want you to, label those things, please. Okay, so after you've labeled everything, or after you have written down that the line is going to keep, going, going right, then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing this example. So now we have the dot, and then the line. Wait, okay, that's the one that I just drew out. That's not what I intended. Okay, so. Okay, so on this, because of the direction that the arrow is pointing, okay, that the arrow is pointing, We have this line. Actually, I'm going to write them both out. So let's see here. So this could be, as I said, depending on what direction. So if you're looking from left to right, okay, from left to right, this would be the ending point. Okay, and then if you're looking from right to left, if you're going this way, this would be, okay, wait a second. Yeah, so wait. Yeah, if you're looking left to right, this would be the ending point, and then right to left, beginning. Oh wait, I'm confusing my own self. Okay. So left to right, so right to left. So okay. So yeah, okay. Looking this way to that way, then it would be the the ending point over here. So ending point, starting point. So it would start here, unless there was another line going further back there, and then going on further, okay, and with this arrow symbolizing just keep going and going, with the ending point here, you can also be the starting point if you're reading from right to left, and then it would just go this direction, and this right here would be the starting point. But we're going to read left to right. So remember the line always goes into the mouth of the arrow. So this would be the the ending point. Or the starting point. You would start here and then keep going and going to the other side of the line, or the ending point. It would just keep going and going and going. And so, both directions would be connected, and then the arrow over here pointing further left, because you can't go further right because it's the ending point here. Okay, back, and then now we're coming to the end of the line. Okay, with this dot here. Okay, so if it's over there, and if you're looking right, it would be the ending point. If it's over here and you're looking left, it would be the, it would be the, wait a second. Okay, if it's over here and you're looking right, it would be the starting point. If it's over here, if you're looking left, it would be the starting point. If it's here, almost there, looking left, it would be the ending point. Okay, so is that well established? Okay, so this is going to keep going back. So ending point, starting point, that's the point. Can't go on from there, but it goes back through the arrow, that direction, and this beginning point, obviously, let's say, or ending point looking that way, beginning point here, line, it's just going to keep going and going that direction. Okay, so now that we have that, I want to try something else with you. Okay, I want to try another thing. Is going to be, let's see here. Let's see, so one dot here. So now I want you to, in your notes, hope that you have those two things drawn out, okay, and then, label, like, beginning, ending point, it's gonna keep going in, what direction, everything, and kind of write down as we're going through, just basically, as I'm talking, okay, so just basically what I'm saying. Okay, so, let's see here. So we have, alright, so we are, in an arrow, it's just, line through this. So arrows are part of geometry. We already have the line, and then we have the direction. We looked at, the labeled arrows before. So we know that this is the segment of the line. Okay, we know this is the segment, so this is a part, so a starting point and an ending point. So we have the starting, if you're looking from left to right, an ending point if you're looking from right to left, and then ending ending point left to right, starting and then right to left. Okay, so this is the let's say start point, end point of the segment. But this is also right here another another start point. So would be going this way, and this would be further going that way. Okay, be going that way. There's no no, and I said two ways about it before, but I'm actually going to change my tune. So it's just going to be, well, actually, come to think of it, I did make sense. So, but that's going that direction. This is going further that direction. Well, I already covered that. So, we know that the line, because it starts here, and let's say ends here, okay, if you're looking left to right, it's going to continue going this way. Or if you're looking from left to right, it's going to, the line's going to, keep going this way until it meets up with that segment, and then ending point, starting point, and then ending ending point, starting point. It just matters what direction that you're looking at it in. Okay, so this arrow is going to be going further right. Okay, so beginning and ending point of the segment, just a little part of the line, and then this one right here is going to be, this arrow means keep on going right. This arrow means keep on going left, and then keep on going up, and then keep on going down. Okay, and also, these little things here I'm actually going to write out here. So these little sides are, I'm going to call them the flaps. And if they're turned, so if they're turned that way, it's going to be going, further into the mouth with, which the line goes in, point this way. And then further into the mouth on this one would be going this way. Okay, right, that's, where these flaps are pointing. Okay? So that's what I wanted to go over here. So, segment of the line, part of the line, okay, or it could be, or it could, be anywhere in the line. It could be the very, very beginning, it starts up with a segment of it, and then the ending point, or, wherever, they're looking at, or ending, or beginning. Just, the segment of the line, beginning or any part of the line, and then it's just going to be keep going forward, okay? At the very beginning or somewhere in there, okay? Alright, I feel like I'm over explaining this. Okay, so segment and then keep moving forward, okay? So that was, another really, really good one. So, now we're going to make this a little bit more tricky. Well, I don't know. Okay, so now we have this one. Now we have this one. Now we have this line right here. Okay, so now I hope that you wrote that out. I won't go over it. So you need to write this out as I'm going through, and I don't want to have to tell you to write things down. Okay, from this point forward, okay? So, on this one, you see one beginning point. Okay, I don't want to have to explain all the derivatives. So, left to right. Okay, we're just going to lead it left to right because it's obviously going that direction. So let's say the start of the line. We know it's the start of the line if there's a point here and there's an arrow over on on the right side of the line. That's the end of the line where there's an arrow over here, and then there's an ending point right there. Okay, so, over to the right side of the line. So this is the beginning point of the line, and then it's just going to keep on going. In story sequence, the arrow is going to keep on going further to this dot right here, okay, and then that's going to be, let's say that's good. Well, maybe the halfway point of the line, or maybe two lines connected together. So this is one line. This is one line right here. And then this is the second line, okay? This is the second line. However, these aren't actually connected because, as we said, the line can't go behind the arrow. So this begins, it keeps going on, but then this meets up, way ahead of that, per se. And then the dot, ending starting point of the line, and then new one begins right then and there, and then there's a line, and then the arrow tells us we keep going forward to the right. Okay, so this is that's that sequence. Okay, and then going to be doing this one right here. So now we have this one. Okay, as I said, I need you writing this down. So, direction that we're going. Somebody tell me what direction we're going. Exactly. We are going left. The arrow is telling us that we are going left. We're going right here. We're going left here. So the starting point, the ending point, depending on which way you're looking, and then we keep on going, right or left. It depends on what those are. So obviously, heading further left. We can't start here. Well, I mean, we can if the line meets up right there, okay? But, let's just read this one right to left, actually. So here we have, the arrow over here, which means that, maybe we're coming to the end of the line. Okay, when we have the arrow here and then the dot here, we come to the end of the line. So the arrow is over there, it keeps going that direction. The dot symbolizes the end. We have another line segment, another part of it, which is another starting and beginning point. And then here we have another starting and beginning point right here. Or just like, and these two don't have a, starting or an ending point at all. It's just a random point in, just random places in that really, really big line. Okay? So these are all line segments, keeps going that way. Could be the end of the line, but, let's just say that it's not the same for that one there. Alright, so now that I've explained that crystal clear, I want to move on to something else. Okay, so I'm going to give you time to get an intermission. Okay, drinks, snacks, whatever.